everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am the Caffeinated Crafter and today's video is going to be a Flosstube video. I just got done filming my mania plans, my Stitch Mania plans. So if you want to see what I have planned for the month of May, then go ahead and check that video out. And let's get started. I think I have a lot to talk about. I always have a lot to talk about, just in general. So let's see, what do I want to start with? Oh, guess what? I finished something. Now it's not completely finished. It's not framed, but it's ready to be framed. Now, granted, it's really tiny. Soft fabric. That's how big it is. But it's finished! Ah! Holy cow! There are some mistakes on it, and you're going to definitely see the most obvious one as soon as I hold it up and show you. But this is it was a little kit from Dimensions. I had shown you before. I was making it for my best friend. It was called Home. There it is. My most obvious mistake was I started it too high. I tried doing a corner start and that obviously did not work for me because I started it in the wrong spot. How I did that, entirely not sure. That's okay though. It's still fit. I can make it work. But isn't it cute? Now, yeah, I gotta iron it, but I'm not gonna iron it until I find a frame for it because that's stupid, because it's just gonna go into a drawer with my other whip from 2015 that I haven't framed. Not whip, finish. I don't have a frame for it yet. I probably could have tried to find one today when I snuck out of the house and went to the store that's actually open. And then I signed it down at the bottom. Gen 20. But this is one I was telling you that I made for my best friend, and I'm gonna frame it. I'm gonna give it to her to put in her house because the color scheme is just like, it totally goes with her her living room area. I feel like one of these blues is up on a wall somewhere. So anyway, oh, I saved this because I wanted to show you guys. I haven't really finished anything in like a really long time. So I wasn't sure, like with the kits, if anybody is ever wondering, how much floss do these kits give you? Are you going to have enough to finish your thing if you make a mistake and got to pull stitches out? The answer is yes, you will have plenty. Look at that. Look how much extra floss I have. And I was like trying to play thread chicken, like nobody's business. Because I was like, I don't want to run out of floss. And, you know, because Dimensions has their own dye lots. I don't know. They match up really close to these DMC threads, though. But anyway, I was really worried. And I mean, this is like an excessive amount. It really, in my opinion. So this was, yeah, I have a lot of extra floss. I mean, because it's their own things, I am not going to sit down and go through and try to match these to DMC and wrap it around DMC bobbins. Not happening. But so I just wanted to show, I held on to this. So this was like, I finished this in like 4 or 5 days. I started it the day that I filmed my last Flosstube video. I started it and I worked on it because every day I'm like, oh my God, I'm getting closer. I'm almost done. And I was binging on Flosstube videos and I was stitching this every single night. And I started it, I think on like a Saturday, and I finished it by Thursday. I was like, well, look at me, start and finish in less than a week. So anyway, but I wanted to show you guys all that extra floss that I had in case anybody is ever wondering about the kits. So there's my finish. Aren't you proud? I'm proud. Okay, so whip. My biggest whip, my lifetime project. Be still. Insert a picture here of what it's going to look like when it's all done. Well, what it's supposed, the piece of art, but yeah. I am almost at a page finish. Almost. This is the side of the page. This is the bottom of the page. So, as soon as I get them corners to meet, I'll have a page finish. Almost done with page 1. I have, hold on, I don't want to show the whole, no, I don't want to show, I mean, if you guys can really figure it out from that, you know, you're really good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 900 stitches plus 10 partial blocks. And then I'll be done with page 1. Really excited. It's coming along really good. I still have not done anything with the edge of the fabric. I really need to because I don't really have another, I had somebody comment about how much fabric I had at the top and the bottom. And they really suggested that I do something with the edges before they frayed too much. And yes, I totally agree with you. No, I have not done anything with that yet. I do need to though. I do need to. So whip wise, I mean, that's really the only things that, well, I showed in my last video, but, because I just started, what did I do with it? Oh, here it is. I showed it in my, I just showed it in my Mania thing, but, this is my newest whip because this is my new start for Mania. This is a whole lot of latte. I showed it in my last video. I talked about how I wanted to start it anyway. This is another dimensions kit. I'm not going over everything that I'm going to do for Mania because I just did a video where I did all that. But since this is a whip and I'm doing whips right now, like going over whips, I will show this to you anyway. And then when I do my next Flosstube, I will show you the other ones that I did. This is what I have so far. This is the saucer of that cup right there. And again, just because I love these colors so much, that's why I love this thing. That is that right there. These colors on this fabric is exactly why I bought this kit, because these colors are the bomb. So there's that one. Let me see. You know what I really don't like about seeing all these cool new patterns, by the way? I've been like looking on Etsy and on Facebook and stuff like that. You know what I really don't like about them? I want to stitch them all and I can't because there's just not enough time in my life to do all of them. I just, you know, just that I went through the site. I got that Be Still. I got the pattern at thecrossstitchstudio.com, and I decided to go ahead and just look through their website and just write down all the patterns that I wanted to get. It's my wish list for that website. Their patterns are like redonkulous with the size. Like they are so big. Bigger than Heaven and Earth Designs. So not all of them are. They do have some smaller ones, but 19. I went through 19 of them. I don't have enough time in my life to stitch them all, which makes me sad because they're gorgeous and I want to stitch them, but I don't have time to in my entire life. I expect to be, the size of these patterns, it will take probably about 10 years working on them nonstop, probably about 10 years each, maybe 5 to 10 years maybe. This one says working on it nonstop that it's going to take me 7. So we'll just say 7 years each. 7 times 19. We'll say 7 times 20, counting the one I own. So 7 times 20 is 140. That's 140 years. I'm not going to live for another 100 years. It's not happening. Although, we are getting more into the future. What if they come up with something that I could live for 140 years? I don't know. Anyway, then I'll be upset that I didn't buy the patterns and start. Anyway, so yeah, it's my wish list. It's my wish list, and you know, it's okay. It is what it is. Look at this book that I got. I got this book to write down stuff that I wanted to do for my channel. And it's got a little thing on it, says cats and caffeine. And it's got a little cat head with a cup of coffee on its head. Isn't it cute? Well, I guess it's supposed to be a cat. I don't know if it's supposed to be laying down or if it's just a cat with little paws under its face. Isn't it cute? Isn't it cute? It's so cute. That's so cute. So I'm using this for my channel. I thought it was perfect because, you know, I have a cat. I don't know where he's at. Oh, he's sleeping on his, he has a new house, y'all. I have a picture of him sitting on his house. I'm gonna see if I remember, I'll insert a picture here of him with his house that I bought. I got it on Amazon for like 60 bucks. It's pretty lightweight and it's designed for large cats. And he's a biggins. So, thought that was perfect. Being a caffeinated crafter and I have a cat. So, anywho. All right. Let me go over stuff that I bought. I went to Hobby Lobby. There is one that is open down here. And I wore a mask before anybody freaks out. And they were counting people as they come in. So they were limiting the number of people. And I could tell being inside the store because there were not nearly as many people as there usually are in Hobby Lobby. And I don't want to hear nobody's crap about how terrible the company is and this, that, and the other, because you know what? I needed stuff. They were open and they have a better selection than, Michael's and Joann's when it comes to cross-stitch supplies. And, my LNSs, their websites aren't the best with trying to just order something. So I don't necessarily agree with everything that the dude that's over Hobby Lobby does or wants to do or what have you, but you know what? I don't agree with a lot of people, and a lot of people don't agree with me. It is what it is. So anyway, I just wanted to show you guys what I got. So I got some floss, I got floss organizers. This is from, Yarnology, and, it's like 6 cards per pack. If nobody's ever seen these before, I got these because there is a kit that I want to do that, you can tell when I bought them like a long time ago because, you can tell I bought them a long time ago because they, like nowadays when you, well, I don't know if it's, depends on the company, but the one that I bought got the colors and they're just in a pile. Like they're not, like DMC, now they have the cards and so does Artiste and stuff like that. And this one, it's just in like a big knot. So, anyway, so these are from Yarnology. They hold 12 colors. And the front of it, it says kit or project name and number, date started, date completed. I don't know why they have that, but you know, if you like to do that kind of stuff, that's cool. It holds 12 colors, and on the back, you can do color, number, and symbol. So I like that it gives you the spot that you could go ahead and put the symbol on there, and it gives you like the little square that you can draw the symbol in. Are you gonna focus or what? There we go. So, I picked up a thing of those, and so you have a space to do 12 colors, or 12 colors, and you get Hang on. I'm riding a struggle bus, so I'm trying to put this back in, but it kept hitting the adhesive part of the plastic sleeve. I just want to put that back so I don't lose them. You get 6 cards. Just a decent amount. And I bought it for one project in particular, but I think I might have some other projects. Because the ones that I kit up, that I have my own floss, like the ones that I personally kit up, not a kit. That this is for, I got this for the ones that I purchase a kit and it doesn't come with the floss on a card already. The ones I kit up myself, I keep my thread on bobbins. That's what I like. I don't like the stitch and bow. I don't really like those very much. And I don't really care for the floss for the bags. It's just not my thing. I like the bobbins. I like the bobbins, so that's what I use. This has nothing to do with, this doesn't really have anything to do with anything cross stitch related, but I also picked this up at Hobby Lobby, and I just wanted to show you guys. I got a bullet journal. I can't even get into the stupid thing. I got it to try to make it look like I have my life together. I can't even get into the damn thing to pretend like I have my life together. So, I just got back from Hobby Lobby a little while ago. It says, create what you love. I got this for $8.99. And it's got the dotted paper. Can you see that? There we go. So I'm going to try to pretend like I'm getting my life together. And then once I do, I'll probably show you guys kind of how I pretend like it's together. Because I really do. I need to get my life on track. Okay. And then what else did I get from Hobby Lobby? Oh, I got these scissors. These were $7.99. I didn't really need scissors. Apparently they don't think I do either, because I can't get into the package. Holy shnikes. Hold on. I'm going to get into it. And of course, I love how I have to have scissors to get into the pack of scissors. I guess this is to prevent people from stealing the scissors. Although they could just put the whole thing in their purse and be done with it. And I have a pair of scissors sitting right here. But they're not regular scissors. And I don't really feel like pausing my, oh my God, I'm going to have to get a pair of scissors. Actually, you know what? No, you know what? These ones. These are not my fabric scissors. Don't worry. These are old. These are just small scissors I don't really use very much. There we go. Look at these. Oh, do I have a piece of white paper? Yes. Look at these. Oh my God, aren't they adorable? I love them. It's a unicorn, guys, a unicorn. And it's like rainbowy. I love it. Love it. I had to wipe them off though. They're like, oh, they got that like metal. Yeah, it smells like metal. And then it comes with a little case. Oh, it's the protector. I can put it on my belt if I wore a belt and whip them out. I'm not gonna do that. Anyway, yeah, I gotta wipe these off because they like, yeah, they have that weird smell to them. Anyway, what is this? Hold on one second. Oh, let me put this back in my bag here. That goes with one of my starts for Mania. Okay, so there's that. And what else did I get? I got a little box. Oh, it slides. Jesus. Lord. Oh, it's got like a little light purple base in there. And this is to hold, and it's apparently one way on, one way off. Oh, and it clicks in place. I like that. That's what it looks like. Isn't that cute? I'm going to use it for my needles. Like the one I have floating around here somewhere. Hold on. Where did I put it? Because I've already done lost. Oh, yeah. So you want to hear a funny story? Well, you're going to anyway. So I had a needle, right? Here's my needle, my current needle. Right there. Y'all, the bottom is magnetic. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Look at that, y'all. It's magnetic. So it holds your needles. Love it. Love it. I didn't know that. That is awesome. That is freaking awesome. So I didn't want to keep like putting my needle in my fabric and making big holes in it or whatever. So I was just, because this is like my stitching area right here, I just sit in this chair and I stitch. So I would just put my needle down. My cat is a good boy. He doesn't get up on the table. My kids, I've threatened their life enough with messing with my stuff that they don't mess with my stuff. So like it's there. It just stays there. My kids are old enough to know better, and my cat is just, he's a good boy. So when I put my stuff down, like I could leave it exactly where it's at and it will stay that way. My kids are good. I yell at them a lot. I have good kids. And, but I actually had lost a needle one time, and I'm like, where did this needle go? Where did this, right? And so I ended up having to get this one, the one that's in here now. Love this thing. And, the other day, my 7-year-old started messing. I had taken my laptop, my crappy laptop that doesn't work that well, and I had stuck it on my piano bench. And my 7-year-old starts messing with it, and I'm like yelling at him, like, what are you doing? Stop messing with it, blah, 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 right? And he was like, well, something's stuck in here. I'm like, stop messing with it. So I go and I look, guys. It was the needle that I lost like 3 weeks ago. It was like in one of the little vent holes in the bottom of the computer, because I had it over here and then I moved it. And somehow my needle had gotten stuck in one of the vent holes in there. And so it was sitting over there for like 3 weeks and it was bent. I had to throw it away. I was like, oh, that's where the needle was. I was worried that I had dropped it on the floor, and I was waiting for one of the days where it ended up in my foot. Honestly, is what I was waiting for. But yeah. So that's why I got this thing right here. And I love it because it's magnetic, which I did not know. That's fabulous. Okay. So I've got other stuff that I don't have it yet. I ordered stuff that I will have to show you guys when it comes. But I couldn't wait. I ordered some needle minders. I've never owned needle minders before. I ordered some on Etsy, so when they come, I'll show you in my next Flosstube video. But I didn't want to wait anymore. They'll be here in a few days, but I really wanted to, since I was at the store and they had them, I was like, I'm going to go ahead and I saw these from Yarnology too. I got these at Hobby Lobby. These were $6. And I couldn't resist. Look at these. Aren't they adorable? So I don't think you can read that, the one with the blonde hair, it says stitching is a lifestyle. The white one says floss girl, and the other one is, I think, a skein of floss. Isn't that cute? I can't wait to start using them. I'm so excited. yeah. So yeah, I'm like really excited about this. And then I did order a few, I think it was from the store Mad for Minders on Etsy, but I'll show you those in another video because I haven't gotten them yet. Okay, so I got those, and then I just got a couple more of these to hold my floss, because for some reason, like when I started pulling floss for Stitch starts this month, and it's House's Head. I spoke about this in my Stitch Mania video, but I'm going to talk about it one more time. Well, not one more time. I'm going to talk about it again. Stitch starts this month, and it usually, from what I've read, because this is my first year doing Stitch, from what I've read, it's mystery stitch along. She's not doing a mystery this year. We all know what the pattern's going to be. It's still a stitch along, it's just not mystery. And I'm super excited because it is based on one of my most favorite TV shows. Not Friends, but so I guess it's really, no, I like it better than Friends. House's face. I'm going to insert a picture here if I remember. It says bless this house, and it's got a border. Okay. So, let me show you the colors. Let me show you the colors. Because I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. So it's monochromatic. So it's one color from really light to really dark. Orange. And I'm sorry I keep having to lean forward like this, but this is like the best way I could position my phone without being right up in my face. I had to be this far back. Until I get a tripod or something. Sorry. Pink. Green. And hold on. I gotta pull I gotta pull the 6th shade out of my Be Still box. Purple. So it's House's face. One color. Light to dark. So 6 of one color, right? Different shades of that color. So why did I just show you 4? Because I want to do it like Andy Warhol style. 4 house heads. Like I'm going to do the pattern 4 times on one piece in different colors, in 4 different colors. I started with, again, I talked about this in my Mania video, but so I feel like I'm repeating myself because I just recorded that video, so now I feel like I'm repeating myself, but it's okay. I started with trying to decide between purple, pink, and orange, and I posted a picture on Facebook, and I said, which one should I do? And said, they were all voting, and they were like, every time somebody voted, I was like, yeah, I want to do that color. Yeah, I want to do that color. Yeah, I want to do that color. And then somebody said, all of them. And I'm like, I should just do all of them. And then I was like, wait a minute. I should just do all of them. And I real quick picked out a palette in green. I was like, I'm going to do it like Andy Warhol and have all 4 house heads. So that was why I went to Hobby Lobby today, because I didn't like the fabric that I had that would fit size. It's not very big, but to fit 4, I need a little bit of a bigger piece. So that was why I went to Hobby Lobby today, because I wanted to find a piece of fabric that I could stitch that on. And I think I'm just going to do a basic ivory. 16 count. It'll fit on here with a 3-inch border, no less. Look at me, I'm actually getting a 3-inch border on a project. So I just got like a 16 count ivory Ada. I think that's probably what I'm going to go with, honestly. I don't think I want it on white. I have an 18 count white Ada, but I don't think I'm gonna go with that one. I think I'll stick with the ivory. Okay. Oh, I saw this coffee cup too. This is from, this was made by Sewology, which I believe is the same company as Yarnology. They just changed it because it's almost the same logo. Ology, you know, whatever. Anyway, it says, taking it one stitch at a time. Check out that. Check out that. Check that out. I love this mug. Love it. I love it. And the one stitch is kind of a little bit like neon-y, like back in the 80s. Like it reminds me of those neon signs from the 80s. So yeah. And then my last thing that I want to show you that I purchased, I'm going to do another video about this. I got a craft stand. Not a scroll frame. I got a stand that will hold hoops and scroll frames. So not this, but it's this right here. So I'm going to put it together, and it says the Universal Craft Stand easily holds scroll frames, round or oval hoops, and stretcher bars sold separately. I got this also at Hobby Lobby for $49.99. And it's by Frank A. Edmonds Company. I debated, I cannot tell you guys how long I stood in the aisle and stared at the different options that I had, because I really wanted to get one, because one of the things in my handy dandy notebook that I have on here is ideas for videos. And I wanted to do some cross stitch tutorials. I'm not really an expert in this stuff, but I've been stitching for a long time and I do know a lot of things, and I've been trying to help people on Facebook as much as I possibly can with different things, such as parking or knowing how to count out fabric or different stitches that you can do, things like that, right? But I would love to be able to try to link them to a video that I've done. But I can't really do a tutorial that's cross stitch related because I stitch one-handed because I hold my hoop in my hand. And so it's hard, it would be hard for me to hold it steady while I'm filming. If that makes sense. Plus I can't do any stitch with me videos. But if I have a stand that will hold my hoop, so I will do a separate video showing me putting this thing together. That might be fun. Not. Anyway, fingers crossed that this thing works out. I really hope it does, because I would love to be able to try to do more things. I was really debating on getting a scroll frame, and at this time, I decided against it for right now, because I tend to do a lot of large projects, and my concern was purchasing a scroll frame with a stand, and my fabric doesn't fit in the scroll frame. So what was the point of me getting it? You know what I mean? So I figure I've been stitching with hoops since I was like 9 or 10. There is nothing wrong with me right now continuing to stitch with hoops and having a stand that will hold them. So that's what I'm hoping. It says it holds hoops. I've been stitching with tiny hoops. Just because, like, in my mind, I'm like, well, I don't really need that big of a space because I'm just stitching. But if I want to show you guys stuff, I want to be able to show it bigger. And I replaced my tension hoop. Those are my other two purchases, these two hoops. I got this one to go in my scroll frame. I I wear it like a necklace. And then I replaced it. I think I told you guys I had a purple tension hoop that I really loved, but it was like not, the metal was like off. And so it wasn't really holding tension very well anymore. And this, like the two things here, they were like, you know, it was like bent from me using it for so long. I mean, I'd had that hoop since I was probably like 21, 22, something like that. So I replaced my purple tension hoop. And, oh, it's actually a little bit bigger than this one. So this one was the same size as my tension hoop before, I think. So it's actually a little bit bigger. Then I got my necklace here. I got this one to go to see if it'll work with my scroll frame. With my craft stand. So hopefully this will be able to like be held in that. And then that will just like open everything up for me. I'll be able to show you guys a lot more things. I can do Stitch With Me videos at that point, I believe. And yeah, so high hopes. Oh, so I know I had shown you guys before my stitch along that I have been doing out of Just Cross Stitch magazine. I know people have already purchased this. I know other floss tubers have done flip throughs of this, but I started thinking about it. I'm like, you know what? There is nothing wrong with me doing a flip through of this magazine as well, because it is available right now. And it's always nice to hear other people's perspectives on things. What I'm looking for is, oh, there it is. The Butterflies and Bees sampler. That's the new one. These two blocks right here. So remember I had talked to you guys about how I wanted to do this because I really enjoyed the colors. And also you learn 2 specialty stitches every installment. Make it a little bit closer. So the bottom center and then the bee that does not have the flowers. I'm trying to prop myself up here. Oh my God, these 2 right here are the new ones. So let me see. The one in the middle is the, hold on. It's a Scotch stitch and a Rhodes stitch. And I'm trying to see, R and S is Scotch. Okay. So these 2 and these 2 rows are going to be the Scotch stitch, right? Yes, Scotch. And then all the 4 different colors here, these are all Rhodes stitches. Isn't that really cool? I might even do a tutorial of sorry, I'm very thirsty. Parched. I don't know, I might even do like a how-to of how to do those specialty stitches, honestly, like in a later video. So yeah, won't be stitching it just yet because I've got plans for Mania and stuff like that. And I'm trying to think of if there is anything else. Is there anything else that I think that might be everything? Because I was going to talk about my plans. But I did that in my Mania video. Let me move these out of the way. I think that might be about it. Yeah. I think that's all. So, wow, that's weird. I don't know why. Anyway, yeah, so, okay, that's it. That's all I gotta say. Wow, I'm sorry for like kind of spacing out for a minute. It's just usually, you know, my videos are like way longer and we're at the 40-minute mark and I'm like, okay, I think I'm all done. Yeah, so anywho, I hope that you guys all enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. And if you like what you see, then go ahead and give me a thumbs up. And in the description box down below, I will see what I can link. I know I will give you the website for Be Still, for sure. And I'm trying to think. Everything else I got at Hobby Lobby. I'll see how much of the stuff I can actually link down below to see if you can buy it online. And if you would like to see more videos, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. And I really appreciate you guys watching, and I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care, everybody. Bye.